Here you got your lightsaber with the fake replica glass eye on the bottom up here. It's also going to act as your blade retention screw. So before you put a blade in, you want to unscrew that a little bit. Your clamp or your activation is in the front and your auxiliary is in the back. The switches are held on with this. I 3D printed this switch holder that sits in the clamp. You put your switches in and then you clamp it in like this. Right, and it sits in there and it's like a teeter-totter, but between the two switches it levels itself out. Right? So keeping that in mind, when you open it with this lever, flip it open like that, and everything's a little tight, so just be gentle with it, unscrew it. A lot of threads on this pommel. And here you've got your CFX board in there. All the wires are going to the board from the bottom. So they're down here. You won't see any wires up top, but I did have this electrical tape on here to hold it in place with your speaker on the back. You can kind of see the edge of that switch holder that I was talking about right there. Inside here. So you just want to be careful before you screw this back on, that you make sure that that piece is up and it goes up above the lip of this pommel, because that's what balances it. The auxiliary button won't work when this pommel isn't on, because this is what gives it something to push up against. So to turn it on, you take your kill key out.
I have been waiting.
Put your pommel on. Make sure that piece is up above the pommel. You can feel it now, it's fine, you know. I'm just gonna go slow. A lot of threads. And when you feel it getting a little bit tight, you can stop. If one of these grips is in your way and you can't put this down, just back it off a hair. I've got this whole assembly a little bit tighter than you would normally see it if you didn't have switches here, and that's why everything's a little tight. But once you put that down, this pommel's not going anywhere. Okay? So your blade retention, just unscrew that a little bit. There's your blade. You don't have to tighten this really tight, just screw it until you feel some tension and then you're good to go. Your front button is your activation. Flash on flash. Back for auxiliary if you just tap it. Your blaster deflex. If you hold it down. There you go. If you want to change the color of the blade, you want to hold down your auxiliary and your activation at the same time until you hear this.
Spectrum.
Now it's in spectrum, and you can just twist it until you find a color that you like. I can go with green. Once you find a color that you like, you know, just keep going until you find it. Once you find a color that you like, tap the activation button. You'll hear that. Now you can tap it again to shut it off, and that blade color is saved on that profile for the next time you turn it on. See? Now when it's off and you want to get to a different profile altogether, hold down your auxiliary button.
Soundbank selection.
At last we will have our revenge.
And then you can use auxiliary or activation to go up and down in the menu. That comes with the blade, or with the CFX board.
This is General Kenobi.
These are all different fonts.
Ready. Crystal focus.
Nightfall.
Exit menu. System menu. SD card USB audio player.
This is the unstable sound font I put on here for you. And this is the menace.
At last we will have our revenge.
So we can go over to the unstable. Once you find one that you like, hold down the activation button. If you want the music to play in the background while you're playing with the blade, while it's off, hold down the activation and you'll get the music. Now you can turn the blade on. Change colors. And now we'll go with a green. Turn the music off, hold down the auxiliary. Loosen up your blade retention. Take your blade out. There you go.